All right. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. My name is Aziz Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration expert. I'm a self-esteem development fanatic, starting with my own. And every single morning, if you're an entrepreneur, then you're going to love this because our whole goal is to help you go further, faster, with less effort. Our whole goal is to help you make more money from your existing business. If you have a business, there's no excuse for you having any kind of money issues. All you have to do is insert work ethic. All you have to do is insert a bigger vision. All you have to do is insert bigger belief in yourself. And all these minuscule problems tend to go away. The problem is we cannot figure out how to concentrate better. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Anybody out there be feeling that whole thing where they be saying, you know, our attention span is now less than a goldfish. So we're going to talk about it this morning. Matter of fact, I got so many techniques to share with you this morning. I can't even give, the shout out time, the normal time I usually give it. You feel me, Daryl? How you liking the book, Daryl? How you liking the book, bro? What's up, Naire? I hope you're feeling good this morning, Queen. Let's get it. Let's get it. If you already checked out the book, I need those reviews. I need those testimonies. So please help us out, Chanel. I know Chanel got my back. Yeah, somebody checking in from the Facebook groups. Good morning, millionaires. All right, so we're about to get busy on this thing, man, because what we know for sure is when the mind starts to waver, your thoughts are scattered, it's going to decrease your performance. It's going to decrease your productivity, right? Most people lack concentration. Can I get a witness? And we see it mostly among students, whether it be elementary school, middle school, high school, college. And we know that it's because of a lack of focus. And that's a problem because focus is what helps you achieve your goals much quicker. We know that it's essential to improve your concentration. We understand that if you want success in your personal life, if you want success in your professional life, if you want success in your social life, you're going to need more concentration. People find it challenging to concentrate, though, because what? We've got information overload. What else makes it hard for us to concentrate, y'all? Anybody feel like keeping it real this morning? In the past, people craved information. But today, we're flooded with so much information, it's a problem of too much. They just did a survey at the University of California that estimated that daily, y'all, we're bombarded with about 34 gigabytes of information. Every single day, 34 gigabytes. That's like twice as much as it was 30 years ago. Office workers, for instance, are interrupted on average every 3 minutes. You hear me? Every 3 minutes. Can you imagine? And again, when your mind is scattered, you can't concentrate. But when your mind is focused, you can become a laser instead of a chandelier. It's almost like the sun when you got a magnifying glass. Don't leave me out there. I know I'm not the only one that tried this when he was a little kid, right? You produce all of this heat. You got me? The magnifying glass makes it so that all of a sudden the heat is so effective you could start a fire. Anybody know what I'm talking about? So what I got for you is 9 different techniques that are going to help you start a fire in your life in a good way. You got me? Here's the first one. Figure out the best time for you to work on things that demand concentration. Like when are you comfortable? And in what kind of situation? Early mornings? Is it late nights? What are the times when nobody needs you and nobody's going to distract you? You can keep the phone switched off. You can really get to work. I dare you, take note of that and begin doing something about it. What's the best time for you? Here's the second one I got for you. Take rest, right? If you take rest every day for some moment in time, it's going to enhance your concentration. Think of what you've done up till then. Think about what you intend to do, or think about nothing at all. Reflect upon your thoughts so that they don't disturb you when it's time to focus. I got a buddy, one of my best friends. He was just sharing with me. He even schedules time to worry. He schedules time to worry. He's like, man, I can't really think about that right now, but what I'm going to do tomorrow at 2 p.m., right after lunch, I'm going to focus on just that for a minute. But guess what you get to do at some point in between then? You got to find some rest time. You got to find some recharge time. Am I right, Rose? Am I right, Rose? Yeah, Alan, exactly. Here's the third one I got for you. This is a really good technique right here. Y'all ready? Check this out. When you read a newspaper article or you read a chapter in a book, rewrite it concisely without looking at the article or without looking at the book, without compromising the essence of what you read. Try and rewrite it. What it'll do is help you enhance your concentration when you're reading, because you're like, oh, snap. You do that a couple times, you're going to be like, oh, wow. Let me get focused because I need to remember how to summarize this. It's going to work on your concentration. Ain't that crazy? Here's the fourth one I got for you. You can find a stimulant. You can find a stimulant. If this is making sense so far, share this with somebody, y'all. Find a stimulant. Some people can concentrate much better when there is classical music going in the background or some kind of soft music playing. Others can concentrate only when there's no noise at all. I dare you, find out something that suits your personality and then adopt that. Some people rather work by the fireplace. Some people rather work in a quiet place. What's going to boost your concentration? If you've taken our course on habits, then you already know we consider physical environment a big producer of productivity or a big obstacle towards it. You know, they even call it a habitat. So if you set up your habits, if you set up your environment so that it fosters good habits, you're going to be ahead of the game. Part of setting up that environment is finding your stimulant. What do you need it to sound like? You got me? Here's another one for you. If you want to enhance your concentration, here's technique number 5. Take a break and walk around the room for a couple minutes. Why, Hazik? That sounds crazy. I'll tell you why. It helps you get more oxygen to the brain. And then when you sit down for a longer duration, you know, those that don't take a walk, what happens is the blood tends to pool in your lower body. The blood tends to pool in your legs because of gravity. So get up and walk around for a minute. That's going to help with your concentration. Here's the next one I got for you. This is tactic number 6. Check it out. Figure out how much time in advance it's going to take you to complete this task. Form your deadlines. And if you feel like you got adequate time to be able to finish what you're starting, then get busy. It helps you concentrate effectively because you've already decided to devote your time to the activity. This is where you avoid distractions. That way you can avoid what they call switching costs. See, there's no such thing as multitasking. What you're doing is multi-switching. You're micro-switching. This allows you to avoid the costs of constantly switching from one activity to another. Am I making sense to somebody out there? Here's number 7, y'all. Once you've allocated a deadline, try to finish the job ahead of time so you save yourself some extra time to relax. So you save yourself some extra time to take a break. You save yourself some extra time to walk around the room or any of these other ones I've given you already. What an excellent reward. What excellent motivation you can offer yourself. Since, as they always say, time is money. We know time is way more important than money, so we're trying to save it as much as we can. We're trying to invest it as much as we can. Here's technique number 8. Millionaires, what if you divided your tasks? What if you divided the work you need to do? What if you divided your goals for today, the to-do list, into high attention and low attention work, right? The high attention work that needs heavy concentration, that's when we go back to technique number 1 and you figure out, hey, when am it going to be best for me to work on this, right? When you're confident you have enough time, when you're confident you have enough focus power, then you work on the high attention stuff. And then if this ain't that time, let's just work on the stuff that's low attention. Let's work on the stuff where we don't need as much focus. Am I right? Also, millionaires, before you get out of here, I want you to know that there are little exercises you can do that can help you hone your concentration. Nobody's saying you got to be monk status with it, but here's a real simple one. You can count from 1 to 100 and then count from 100 down to 1. Counting backwards is hella awkward. Counting backwards requires a great deal of concentration. And so counting backwards is a good thing you can do to create more focus. But I'm saving the best for last. Y'all ready? I'm saving the best for last. I dare you practice what they call Trataka. Trataka. This is a candle gaze exercise. There's this book called The Quest for Personal Power, where they talk about what's called the candle gaze exercise. This cat, Phil Nurenberger, talks about the candle gaze exercise. And normally you want to do this in a dark, quiet room. I'm going to give you exactly how to do it. You can rewind this, take notes. You may want to share this with your accountability partner. If you want to try any of these techniques, maybe you want to get with your accountability partner and pick out the one you're going to try. Because this is the thing. I can give you the best information in the world, y'all, and it ain't going to help if you don't apply it, if you don't try it. So I want to challenge you to try one of these exercises this morning. You ready? So here's how Trataka works. Here's how the candle gaze exercise works. Like we said, you ideally want to do it in a dark room, and then you want to watch the flame. You want to place it at approximately an arm's length away, right in front of you. It should be at the level of your eyes. That way you can hold your gaze steady without working your neck too much. You should be able to look straight ahead and be looking directly at the candle. You with me? Here's the second step. Ensure that the flame remains steady during a concentration. So maybe what you're doing is closing the windows, you're turning off the ceiling fan, you're turning off the AC. You want the flame to remain steady, right? Here's the third one. Avoid blinking as much as possible. You want to do this without wearing lenses. You want to do this without wearing glasses. And if you really want to step it up, then try to do it for 20 minutes a day. Don't push too hard. We're not saying strain yourself into a headache, right? You get a headache, that means you're going too hard. We're not saying strain your eyes. This candle gaze technique is also known as the Trataka technique. And this exercise, apart from just enhancing your concentration, can also help you improve your eyesight. It can help you improve your vision. It helps augment intelligence. Isn't that crazy? It helps you to create more memory. It helps you have stronger willpower. It helps you have stronger decision-making ability. And check this out, y'all. It helps you have stronger inner peace. Never forget, power over external events. Yeah, that's power. Control over external events. Control over internal events is called peace. So this candle gazing exercise helps you increase your peace. We're talking about this will help you overcome mental and behavioral and emotional ailments. This will help you overcome sleep-related disorders. This will help you overcome headaches, insomnia, nightmares. And in the beginning, you're probably going to feel like your eyes are starting to wander after only a couple seconds. Then after that, it'll feel like you lose it after a couple minutes. But if you keep practicing, millionaires, there's a technique where they say, check this out. If you will focus 100 hours a year on anything, that's nothing but 18 minutes a day. Somebody give me that in the comments and give me a share. 100 hours a year is 18 minutes a day. 18 minutes a day. Millionaires, if you will spend 100 hours in one calendar year, 100 hours from today until next year, this same exact time, you will be better at whatever the skill is than 95% of the population. It's all about consistency. Check it out. In the beginning, you're probably going to feel like your eyes are starting to water, right? And you've only been at it a couple seconds. Then it'll be a couple minutes. Before you know it, you can hold it for 5 minutes straight, then 10 minutes, then 20 minutes. Millionaires, if you practice, you will be able to hold your gaze for longer periods than you were the day before, than you were the week before. Another one you can use to enhance your concentration is painting, right? When you're creating designs on a canvas, you're so completely engrossed in the painting, in the patterns, in the colors, that before you know it, your mind is able to think really clearly. Am I making sense? Your thoughts are going to start to reflect in your choice of patterns and designs and colors, right? Many of your confusions are going to start to ease while you're doing a creative exercise. All of a sudden, your decision-making gets faster. Your decision-making isn't as stressful. Another thing you can do is write, y'all. I cannot tell you what a fun exercise it was writing my book. I cannot tell you what a powerful feeling that I got when I was able to block out everything that was around me and just focus on the page in front of me, whether I was writing it or whether I was typing it. So many ideas tend to hit our minds simultaneously that it can be hard to concentrate. But when you cultivate the practice of jotting down the ideas that simultaneously pop into your mind, your focus increases, your ability to concentrate increases. And after I jot down those ideas, I can focus on authoring again. You got me? Now I have my cake and I can eat it too. I still was able to capture all the ideas that came to me, but now I'm also got a clearer palette so I can get back to work. You got me? It's natural to lose focus from your core ideas and thoughts. But what you got to be in position to do is capture these other thoughts that come and then get right back to business. You hear me? You got to capture the ideas that strike your mind, recapture the flow of doing your activity, and then get right back to business. So to summarize, millionaires, if you want superhuman concentration, avoid interruptions, focus on one activity, avoid multitasking, right? If that stresses you so much that all your activities suffer. I know that in this society, multitasking is a must, but that's also a myth. You got me? Because you're not really multitasking, you're micro switching. I won't beat a dead horse. But give yourself that time, millionaires. Take regular breaks so you can recharge and rearrange yourself. They taught us that in accelerated learning, that a big technique that most people never use is this whole idea that you need to take a break for 15 minutes after an hour of study. Most people don't do this. Take regular breaks so you can recharge. Take regular breaks so you can rearrange yourself. And then, of course, we said, identify the time a task would take. And then, if you're sure you got the time, then and only then, initiate that bad boy so you can stay focused. Am I making sense? All right, y'all. Hope this was helpful. Yeah, appreciate it, Taisha. Yeah, cuz. Welcome. We glad you're here. That's exactly right, Jasmine. 100 hours, 100 hours a year is nothing but 18 minutes a day. If you'll give yourself 18 minutes a day, then you can focus for 100 hours a year. That'll equal 100 hours in a year, and that's going to change everything. Glad you made it, Takia. Glad you made it. Yeah, exactly. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. You're welcome, Kay. If you didn't get the book yet, make sure you reach out to me and I'm going to hook you up. It's affirmation time now, y'all. It's affirmation time. If you haven't joined the email list, make sure you do that. If you haven't joined the text message system, make sure you do that. That's how you're going to know what the topic is for tonight's Obsessed with Success. We do that every Wednesday evening at 5:15 p.m. Our whole goal is turning rush hour into sales traffic. Ha! See what I did there? All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Here we go. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. Come on, take your cool off, y'all. Calling on the affirmation line. Don't be scared. I know you're like, affirmations are weird. No, affirmations are profoundly powerful. The two shortest, most powerful words in the whole English language are I am. I am. Let's get it. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it, millionaires. I am so happy and grateful